All right, guys, so I've got this thing all cleaned out. Um, all the gunk and the grime, all the hair. So take a look. It's pretty darn clean. Um, Now I'm gonna start reassembling it. So I'm just gonna basically go in reverse order from, you know, taking apart and putting her back together. Just had some last minute spots I saw there. All right, so this washer, this small little washer here, oh, just about dropped her. She goes right on top of um, that little emboss right there. I gotta also clean up my arm. I sprayed this thing down. Gotta get in here and wipe her clean. Got some of her, got to clean kind of inside some of these parts that I couldn't quite get to. Just 1 minute here, guys. All right, so this goes in here. It's like this. Before I do that, got to be able to put the spring on. Actually, that goes in the inside. That's right. All right, let me back that up. So I'm going to swing this arm over. I'm going to swing that arm over right there, right on top. But remember that there's these two small little washers. Sorry. Two small little washers that are going to sit right there on top of it. And then that shoulder screw. The shoulder screw is gonna go right there in the middle. There we go. I'm just gonna hit it with a teeny bit of WD. You know, and quite honestly, the WD may not be the best for right now. I am gonna keep that in mind, and if needed, I actually am getting some clipper oil. So once that is here, I may come back in here and kind of drop some oil in these areas. And actually, you may have just caught one of my mistakes here. Before I swing that over, I actually need to bring the electrical cords of the motor and pass them through underneath that arm. So what I'm gonna do is leave those two washers there, move that arm, move this guy basically over here in place. Right. It's gotta sit there. So it's basically gotta sit there like that, right? And the cords, the electrical cables have to pass underneath those guys, that metal arm here. And I just dropped one of those washers. All right, hold on. Let's back this up. Now, and actually, because that basically is the pivot arm for this guy, right, to move back and forth, I am going to drop oil in on that once I get it, just to make sure that that's lubed up and that's oiled enough. Not a lot, but just enough, obviously, to make sure that it's moving freely. There's not a lot of friction. The more friction you've got, the more heat you've got. But you know, just something to keep in mind as you guys are, you know, taking a look at this and doing this. You know, if you venture to do this as well. Okay. So that's in place. We can bring our blade arm back on. Kind of wipe this off a little bit. I sprayed most of these components down with WD-40 as well, just to clean them up. Okay. And clean up this lever. It's okay. It's a quick, easy fix. Oops. All right, so going down in order, next we've got the this first screw on the small hole here. Now I plan to leave these out pretty far, simply because I need to basically obviously tune this in another video and get her humming. So I plan to leave these, both these two screws on the side fairly out. Just gonna kind of spray this down one more time. So first the spring goes in that hole, and then the screw. Now, as you, if you guys take a look at this on your own master, as you tighten that down and move it, the arm actually starts to pivot. It starts to move from here and moves towards the center, right? So this is actually kind of, I believe, again, I've heard it referred to as the power screw. I've heard it also referred to basically as kind of a secondary, maybe fail-safe, if you will, for forcing the vibrations back into the actual blade itself, so you get the most vibrations, obviously, going through your blade. Okay, so we got that in there. The next thing we need to do is we need to attach the switch back down, and remember this blue little blue barrier that goes in between. So it sits there right on top. All right, next we have basically putting the motor back down, securing it back down to the housing. Right now it's still obviously floating, so dropping that down. Now make sure that these are nice and snug. There should be no resistance, definitely. Make sure those are nice and snug. Okay, so this is what she's looking like now. Wait, we're almost there. Actually, the last two components is really just the switch. We obviously have to put the sliding mechanism for the blade on, but that's actually soaking still in vinegar. I'm gonna let that kind of soak for a little while. So that's one of the last things that I would put on, also because I don't currently have a blade. So the last thing is just get that switch in there. Just basically clips onto this guy here. And then put the actual switch here on the side, right in here. So again, the black arm just kind of pops right in over the top of that switch mechanism at the bottom that we just put in. and it slides right there in place. So now we got that thing sliding up and down. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is put the cover plate on. All right. So there she is. She's all connected. I can turn her on just so we can see what she sounds like now. Okay, so still got that buzzing, but like I said, I'm gonna tune her the next time in another video. Get her all tuned up and ready to go, oiled and whatnot. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please subscribe. I'm hoping to put out some more videos of fixes, of maintenance on clippers, just kind of fixing them up, deep cleaning them, that kind of thing. So yeah, please subscribe. And one other video I think I'm going to end up doing here too is obviously this is a very old, or at least it appears to me to be a pretty old Andes Master. I'm actually going to kind of buff and polish up the outside of this with a Dremel and some polishing compound. That'll probably be in another video. And yeah, so stay tuned. Thanks, guys.